This is the most special place to be.
We really have a sisterhood.
I find women that can be beacons for me in my own life.
Vibrant people, nice people.
Long-lasting, caring friendships.
I don't know, it's a lot of fun.
It's really a center for lifelong learning.
Well, as my family is so spread out, in a way it is a family.
There's a sincerity here.
It's like coming to another time and another place for me.
It cements society together.
The legacy of the founding members expressed that women are very capable of doing whatever they set their minds to.
Just in such a short time, I had friends and I could walk in here and smile and say hello to people.
When I first joined the club, people went out of their way to come up to me and extend themselves to me and make me feel welcome.
My name is Gloria Hennings, and I play tennis 2 mornings a week very faithfully. The club opens every opportunity in the world for people to make new friends. I see the club going for me for a good number of years. I love to entertain, and I certainly have enjoyed having some of the people from the club here at our house to have them view my rose garden in the summertime. I usually have a group as well as in the wintertime at Christmas time to come and share friendship with each other.
We have autumn lunch at the beginning of September, and that's when all the classes that are going to be offered this year are kind of showcased at our autumn lunch.
And I went down to sign up for a class, and I saw this sign, and it said tap dancing. And I'd always wanted to be a tap dancer.
The fact that you have a lot of choices helps a lot because you can find your niche.
I went to the autumn book sign-up class, and I signed up for everything, and she said, you know, you can't do it, you're going to live down here. And that's what I did the first 2 years. I literally came to everything. Painting is my #1 passion. I just get so excited about the beauty. You know, you just have to look closely. It's all there for you. This club is truly a adapted family to me, and I think this club not only taught me a lot of things about the cultural depth and intellectual pursuit. At the same time, I really feel that we have a sisterhood. There is no place quite like it.
One of the things that we did earlier in the fall was to go out to the Sammamish Slough, and we did a bike ride and had a box lunch furnished by the club, and that was just a very fun type of event where husbands could come, children could come, and then we actually took a tour of the Chateau Saint Michel winery following that, and that was
And that becomes part of me.
When we're talking about books and things like that, discussions, we're having our own intellectual experience. I think when you come and hear music or experience drama, you're sharing a collective experience with other people.
I thought that program was wonderful because she talked about the music, She talked about the composers and gave a little personal look into their lives, and then played the music.
Well, we have a couple of series that we have. One is called Mainstream, and it brings in 4 nationally or internationally known speakers every year. And then locally we have the Best of the Northwest.
And one of the nice things about it is that it is intimate and you get a very close contact with those international and national speakers.
My name is Sally McCrae. I'm a financial advisor. I work at Financial Advisory Partners. I have 2 kids. Arthur, age 5, almost 6, and then my youngest is Andrew, going on 4. Right now, what I use the club for the most, it's a place I can take my children, which is a nice place that they can learn how to behave in a very nice environment where I feel great about it. Where else can I take my children and can we dance out on the dance floor, all 4 of us having a great time, where no one will think anything of the fact that there's a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old out there dancing on the dance floor. And yet, I mean, isn't that wonderful in life to grow up and go out and have dinner and have a fine dinner, but also have live music?
The tradition here at the club spans 87 years and counting at this point in time, and it's touched on many generations.
Reasons that this organization is so viable and alive is because they have changed with the times.
My name is Lisa Hopkins, and I am an attorney for a living. You know, I work all day, and my colleagues are mainly lawyers. I don't often get the time to spend the time with people that I think are enriching and interesting, and there can be a real exchange there. The club is a place that fosters that. I found out about the club through Carolyn Ramimer. She told me about this very special place downtown where everything works right. That's what she said. Everything just works right. And I was curious, and one day she gave me a tour, and I fell in love with the place. It's a place apart. It's kind of like a sanctuary in this busy world where women can get together and cement friendships and build bonds.
I have learned a lot about leadership.
You form close relationships.
And when I come down here, I go home and I've been stretched for the day. I just have a broader expansion.
It's such a wonderful refuge, I think, as a sort of a break from work. Well, my mother died this year, and coming down here, it was a warm feeling.
We are individuals and we all have different visions, and this is the opportunity to
to hear opinions expressed.
I live here right on Queen Anne, and so it's nice to take a walk. I'm very interested in genealogy, and it is such a stimulus because it takes you through so many things. You have to study history, you have to study travel patterns for people, and this all really started out of a class that came from the Women's University Club. I had my wedding reception there. I was a new young member, and oh, it was wonderful. It was like having your wedding reception in a very fancy, gracious home. It's exhilarating to be involved down there, and there's this wonderful energy of people wanting to do things, and they do it. There are people who, when they say they're going to do something, they actually do it.
We want a broad membership.
This is a place for younger women who really need to belong to some place.
That's where the future goes, is with these people who will continue to do what women have done in the past, and that is to step in and make things work.
This club is taking on the challenge of expansion and involvement of women from other stations in life.
I'm working on a very tiny miniature portrait of my daughter as a little girl.
Women with careers have an opportunity to use an experience where they can share it, they can use it in their work, they can also use it to get away from their work, but that it can become a part of the modern woman of today.
Supportiveness.
Friendly. Enthusiasm.
Tradition.
Outreaching.
Relevant.
Elegant.
Warm.
Sanctuary.
Caring. Joyful. Welcoming.
Interesting.
Fun.
Rewarding.
Oh, and tea in the afternoon.